Good afternoon. It's Saturday, October 17th, and I'm trimming the pots I threw yesterday. It occurred to me, well, actually, one of my friends commented that yesterday I was bandying around jargon, and not everybody's up on it, so I need to talk about temperature with ceramics. For hundreds, thousands of years, people firing pots either judged the process in the firing purely by eye, by looking in and seeing that the pot had a shiny, sort of wet look, or even just judging the color of the light as it got whiter and whiter. Or they would stick a rod in and they would have pre-prepared loops of clay, and they could pull one of those out and plunge it in water and actually just judge the clay itself as a sample. I mean, sort of like taking a cup out. And that's how they judged how hot they were. Well, it's not very scientific. And when the Europeans started trying to figure out the secret of porcelain, they started applying science to measuring high temperatures. And most of us civilians, think of, an oven 500 degrees as being hot, 350 being less hot. Well, that's way colder than what's going on in a kiln. And so when the scientists were working on it, they developed a system we call cones. And basically, it's a prepared bit of clay that's specifically designed to get soft and bend over at a particular temperature range. And it's not a moment, it's a range, but it mimics what's going on internally with the clay. And it started, in the range where porcelain was cone 10. And only later they started working backward, and then they got, how do we get below zero? And so they have 02, 04, 06, and those are actually cooler and cooler. You could melt a car at probably cone 6. It is very funny when the international people show up at a wood conference, because for them, high fire is 1300 degrees Celsius, and we're all talking about 2400 degrees Fahrenheit. It can be a little bit of translation there, right? We figure out what? Anyway, so yes, we get things very hot.